Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome to my channel update for January 2022. Today is January 31st, late as usual, but here we are. This video is exclusive for 1 week for channel members, so thank you very much to John Aldridge, Tammy Skinner, Joe Saunders, Daniel Cockriel, Brian Brubaker, and Spencer Young for being channel members this month. Really appreciate the support. If you're interested in becoming a channel member and getting this video 1 week early than 1 week earlier than everybody else, you can click the blue join button below this video or any of my videos and join. It's very similar to a Twitch subscription. Wow, this is horrible. It's very similar to a Twitch subscription. It's like $5 a month or whatever you want to pay, and then that money gets split between YouTube and myself, and it goes into production, and I can get better equipment and more games and stuff to do. Cool. So this month was pretty exciting, although it's more of like an anticipatory build-up to February. In this month, though, I hit 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed. I do want to mention that I found this event to be a little strange because I went to sleep one day with 24,600 something subscribers, and I woke up the next day with 25,100, and it seemed like I got exactly 500 subscribers overnight. And when I tried to figure out what was going on and how this might have happened, I had recently uploaded a Bloodborne alpha playthrough, which we'll talk about in a second, and that had been up for almost a week. And then overnight, it got almost 3,000 views. And I later checked the analytics once they became available, and every single one of those views of the 2,800 or so that I got overnight came from Facebook. And I cannot tell exactly where on Facebook it came from, why someone linked that video of all videos on their Facebook page and it got shared 3,000 times. I have no idea. I have a very strong feeling it was a bot. If it wasn't, and you're watching, and you're the one who did it, and you watch this video, and you're watching this video, and you can tell me why you linked it and like what happened, I would love to know. But it just seems so strange that overnight a video gets almost 3,000 views and I get 500 subscribers, especially when that video is not topical. Nothing was happening in the world of Bloodborne to warrant that, so it was very strange. But if it's all natural, thank you so much. Right now I'm sitting at almost 25,500 subscribers, so we've already kind of grown a fair bit since then. And the really cool thing about this is like 25,000 is a huge number when you think about it. Like, look at a screen of 25,000 individual people, and it's an incredible number. It's like the size of a small town, or a small city, really. Maybe a really small city. I come from New York, so my version of what's small is warped. Anyway, when I sign up for either review codes or even like feature testing on YouTube, or really anything to do with like business on my channel, very often I'm asked to select from a drop-down the size of my following or the size of my channel. And generally, the choices are like 0 to 1,000 followers, 1,000 to 15,000 followers, 15,000 to 24,999 followers, and then 25,000 is like another echelon. So we are in a new echelon of size here, which is really, really exciting. And we only have to do this 4 more times so I can get a silver play button and have over 100,000 subscribers. So I'm really excited for that day. I'm sure it's coming in the next year or so. And we'll just continue growing how we always have, very naturally, no real advertising or anything, just word of mouth and good content. So really excited for that. So in January, did a few things. I learned how to jailbreak a PS4, which is shockingly easy as long as you have the right firmware. And then I played through the Bloodborne alpha demo again. The Bloodborne alpha came out in 2014. I think it was October of 2014, and it was a 3-day event, very similar to Elden Ring, where I think Elden Ring was like 4 or 5 days, but you only could play at specific times on specific days, and I think only 30,000 people were invited, 10,000 from NA, 10,000 from EU, and 10,000 from Japan. I was lucky enough to get selected back then, and the cool thing was that, it was Bloodborne, which is sick, and it was just central Yharnam, and you would go from basically Yusefka's clinic up to Cleric Beast, and then once you killed Cleric Beast, there was nothing else to do. But On the second day, about an hour into the 3-hour session, a player from Japan posted on Reddit that there is a way to access an area out of bounds in the demo and fight another boss. And so the way you would do this was you would just jump on top of a bench near where the guy is like banging on the door, the big dude who holds a brick in Central Yharnam, just past like the town square with the pyre burning in the middle. You would jump onto this bench and then use that bench to jump out of bounds and over an invisible wall and get down into the aqueducts of Central Yharnam and go fight Father Gascoigne. And this is something that I did way back when. This is not a flattering story, but I remember being in the bathroom, like scrolling Reddit as you do, and reading this and being like, oh God, like I've got to go try this out. And sure enough, I did, and I recorded it. And I had a video up on my old channel, which is just called like John Gallagher. It's nothing special. It's where I used to just upload stuff. And that video still gets views to this day. And so after I jailbroke the PS4 and I, learned how to access the demo again, I was reading the README file and my video was linked in that README file of how to get out of bounds. So that was really flattering. It was really cool to see like a super old video from 2014 on a different channel just get linked in this README document for jailbreaking. It was a really cool moment that I really loved. I cherish moments like that. So that full playthrough of that demo is available on my channel. I'll put a link to that in the description. The other thing that we played in January is the demo for Dark Souls Nightfall, which is a mod for Dark Souls Remastered. I've spoken about this a lot, especially in these channel update videos. This is what is known as an overhaul mod, where basically everything in the game is changed, but this kind of goes above and beyond. The developers behind this mod have created new areas, rearranged old areas, and basically made a sequel to Dark Souls 1 that follows the Lord of Dark ending. So in Dark Souls 1, you have a choice for two endings. You can either kindle the bonfire or blink the bonfire or whatever, or you could just leave and usher in the Age of Dark. And that is where this game picks up. So they released a demo for it, which is free and available. I have a video on my channel showing you how to install it. Very easy. You just need Dark Souls Remastered on Steam, and it's pretty simple. So this demo was really, really cool. I streamed 2 sessions of it. It's not a timed demo or anything. You could download it right now and play it. But I played version 1.0 of the demo, got through it in about 4.5 hours, and then they patched it twice. So I think I played 1.2, which just had some balance changes and bug fixes. And I loved it. I really did. I'm so excited for this game to get a full release. Hopefully that is sometime in March or April. It was originally supposed to come out in December, then January, and then they said after Elden Ring. So maybe sometime in March or April. We'll see. But it's a really cool game. Highly recommend it. Just to kind of give you like an idea of what they're doing here. The demo starts in the Kiln of the First Flame, and when you walk through what would normally be like the closed door after you put in the 4 Lord Souls, like you walk through that door, instead of going further into the Kiln of the First Flame, you're in Demon Ruins. So everything is rearranged. Everything is different. And, even parts of the next area is an area from the base game, but it's different. Like, there's a new section of it that is completely built and custom and has different enemies and a different path, and it's like, it connects to the old stuff. It's just a really, really cool mod. And, I mean, it's such a small team working on it, and just super big hats off, kudos to the folks working on it, because it's turning out to be really, really good. Okay, so that's January. Getting into February, this is it. This is the month of Elden Ring, which is what I've been waiting for since Demon Souls Remake. Even before that, I guess. I think it was announced in 2018, 2019, so it's been a long time coming. It was originally supposed to come out January 21st, I think, but obviously got delayed into February for the 25th. So Elden Ring is absolutely coming later this month. I will be covering it. I've gone back through the network test several times to play it. I've played it to death. I've watched friends play it. We've had lore discussions, the whole 9 yards. Just really, really excited for this. I'm I am very hopeful that I'll be able to get it a couple days early. This way, by the time it comes out, I'll have guides and walkthroughs for the beginning of the game. This is an aside, but I do kind of like to pull back the curtain in these videos in terms of like how I create content. I am a little concerned about Elden Ring in terms of content creation. Typically with like Souls games and just games in general, I will make individual videos for bosses, secret items, stuff like that to help people along. And then once I finish the game, I will create a narrated walkthrough, like a let's play style walkthrough. And I've never done that for an open world game. I've never really covered an open world game in general. And I can tell you right now, Elden Ring is an open world game. And there are a lot of like mini dungeons with their own treasures and secrets and bosses that I'll cover. But when it comes to routing or creating a map of coverage and how I want to approach the coverage for those full playthrough walkthroughs, I sincerely have no idea how I'm going to do it. I am a little concerned about it, and that leads into... Sorry, I always have hiccups during these videos. That leads me into another game that I'm considering covering this month, and that's Horizon Forbidden West. I just recently finished Horizon Zero Dawn. I did not play it when it first came out. I bought the Game of the Year edition, or Complete Edition, whatever it's called, a couple years ago on sale. Horizon really never appealed to me. I think it looks incredible, and it does. I can vouch for that now. But it always just seemed like not my style of game. And having played through it now, I kind of still don't think it is. I have some hang-ups with it, and I'm hoping that Forbidden West alleviates a lot of those concerns. And just to give you a couple examples, I think like climbing is super over animated. Like if there's a ladder in front of Aloy, she won't just reach up and grab it. She will do like a full-fledged leap off the ground and hold on to it for dear life. Like if she were to let go, she'd be dead. And like no matter the distance of anything, she always does these moves, and it just like wastes time and also doesn't make sense. It just feels very strange. Bending down to collect every single resource and coming to like a full stop while riding to do that is just bizarre to see in 2022. Granted, the game is from 2015, 2016, something. When did that game come out? I don't even know. Horizon Zero Dawn. 2017. Wow. Yeah, so the game came out in 2017, and even for then, it just seems strange. Like, we've been collecting stuff in open world games for years at that point. Why are we still stopping to collect things? Like, it just feels frustrating to play sometimes. The combat, I wasn't impressed with, even for a game from 2017. Like, I just sort of did the same exact thing to every single enemy and was successful. There are times where I couldn't tell why I was successful, or, like, being able to tell, like, what the weak point is on an enemy as it's like sprinting towards me is very strange. It just like didn't feel great to play. Beautiful to look at. The music's fantastic. The acting in it is incredible. But the gameplay loop was just like a little frustrating for me. So I keep checking out the previews for Forbidden West, hoping that stuff has been alleviated. But I kind of haven't seen anything that tells me that it has. But if I do get the game for review, or just for coverage, I will probably check it out, but Elden Ring will absolutely take priority. So the second I have Elden Ring, I will be dropping Horizon. That's just a fact. No shade to Horizon, no shade to PlayStation or Guerrilla. It's just like Elden Ring is what I'm here for. But we'll see. We shall see. What else do we have to talk about? So that's Horizon, Elden Ring, Nightfall. Okay, so the next thing that I'll be covering before all that is Bloodborne PSX. So a really talented indie developer named Lilith has demade Bloodborne into a PlayStation 1 era game. And so that just became available today. I'm going to try to download it and stream it tonight. I think it's just Central Yarnum. It probably ends at Gascoigne. I haven't looked too deep into like where it ends because I kind of want to be surprised, but I know it's not the full game. It's just kind of the intro of the game. I know that. But I'm going to try to stream that and see how it goes. But we're kind of just biding our time until Elden Ring at this point. So that's kind of the update. We may play Horizon. I'll absolutely be covering Elden Ring. And we are now in February as of tomorrow. So we're here. I'm so excited for Elden Ring, and I'm so excited to finally cover this game on the channel. And yeah, that is it. So again, thank you to all my channel members for the support. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, please click the blue join button below this video or any video on my channel, and you'll get these channel updates 1 week in advance of the general population. Okay. All right. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all so much for the support, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.